everyone, and welcome to my evening routine. I get home from classes around 3 or 4 and proceed to take off my jacket and get settled in so that way I can sit back down at my desk and immediately address some admin tasks. Depending on what I had to do on campus that day, I sometimes will take my iPad or my computer or both, so I unpack my bag when I get home and immediately start getting back to work. However, before I sit down at my desk, I want to change clothes into something a little bit more comfortable. Next, I sit down at my desk and begin preparations for the evening of work. This includes checking my email and jumping on a Zoom call either for the Accepted Society accountability workshops or with the team. Hello, lady. Oh, that's like in a week. Cool.
What is?
I have to do a full presentation of my prospectus for my class and my advisor on December 5th. Okay, well, you know what? We'll figure it out. I think a job, it's an active commitment to wanting to grow something, to make an effort at learning a new skill. So I'd say you kind of separate hobbies, and then something that I would refer to as a job is something that you're seeking to eventually make compensation at. To me, the decision to actively post once or twice a week was with the idea, one, of cataloging as much as possible, but also about scaling. I was very, very actively aware that there was a strategy, and as somebody who really likes strategy, I knew that there was a way that I could study how other channels had grown. I could study how other creators were building businesses, how they were building businesses off of their creator accounts. I knew that was a possibility. I had no timeline though. I ultimately just said to myself, well, I'm just gonna actively commit to this. I'm gonna treat it like my other job beyond my graduate studies, and I'll just see what comes of it. And that was kind of the idea. Do you want dinner? Yeah? This is the point in the day when I procrastinate the absolute worst. I'm so on top of it when I get back home from class, and then I usually have calls, and basically the point between when I had my calls and when I eat dinner is essentially a wash. I can't get good writing done. I cannot focus. I am just completely useless. And so this is usually the time that I will do some kind of random admin-y things. For example, I am currently planning out Vlogmas rather than doing my actual to-do list, but I planned ahead for this. I knew that this was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna be entirely useless at this point in my day, and so I don't plan on getting anything particularly accomplished, and so I'm just gonna do some little creative projects, plan out my content for Vlogmas, and probably call my boyfriend, London Boy, and chat with him for a little bit, and then I'm gonna make some dinner, and then I will get back to work, and then I will get back in the swing of things. I am really, really good and productive and efficient in the morning, and then I basically just fade in the middle of the afternoon, and then I'm really good in the evening. So that is my process. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's focus capacity is different, and this is mine. Hello. I have a question. What time do you get here on the 18th?
At 12:50 local time. Why do you ask?
Because I am making up my plan for December, sorting out content. Very excited. On the nights when I have a little bit of extra time, I really like to cook as well as to meal prep for the days ahead. I tend to cook meals that are generally for 2 to 3 people, so that way I can have leftovers for tomorrow and pack them as lunch. On this day, I was preparing a green curry with rice and salmon and vegetables. So I made up the curry stew as well as the salmon, which I baked in the oven, and also put on some rice that I cooked with coconut milk. It's quite easy to fall into the habit of ordering takeout or eating pre-processed meals, but what I really like about cooking is being able to enjoy the process as well as to pre-cook some meals that I can enjoy over the next few days. I really enjoy the process of cooking, and although I don't make the time for it as much as I probably should, I do really like getting to be inventive and try new recipes. So that way I can build up my repertoire and have various things that I like to eat throughout the week and to remake in the future for friends or just for myself. One other habit that I've been trying to establish is actually eating on the couch or away from my desk, so that way I can break up the evening between working and taking a little bit of downtime. I then go ahead and clean up the kitchen and prepare the meal prep boxes for the next couple of days, and then prepare to get back to work. Though my day-to-day tasks may differ between work on my prospectus, preparing for comprehensive exams, planning lessons, or doing work for my businesses, the one thing that is always consistent is that I work out my plan for the next day the night before. I use my golden coil planner to write down everything that it is that I want to accomplish the next day, so that way I have a clear mind when I wake up the next morning.
Sorry, we'll go to bed soon.
All right, ladies, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for the night and head off to bed.
Sounds good.
Hasta la pasta.
Bye.
Good night. Then around 11 p.m. or midnight, it's time to log off for the evening and head to bed. There are days when I go to bed a little bit earlier or later, depending on the schedule for the day and when I have to come home from class, but on most days I try to be in bed by midnight. Before my evening shower and preparing to tuck in, I go ahead and change out my sheets for my new Attitude sheets that were sent to me as a gift. I have another set that I've kept on my bed for the last year, and I absolutely love these sateen sheets. They are so soft and comfortable, and I know that every time I use them, I'm going to have a great night's sleep. After showering, I go ahead and apply my moisturizer. I have a really minimal skincare routine, which just consists of a cleanser that I use to take off my makeup and a moisturizer. After that, I go ahead and tuck on into bed to do a little bit of reading. I find that ending my day with a fictional novel or something of that nature helps me to unwind and set me up for a good night of sleep. Moo, my trusted companion, as always, sits by my side as I read a couple of pages and then prepare to log off for the day. Thank you all so much for watching my evening routine. Like and follow for future videos. Good night, everyone.